turn is 6.
Good morning, Junior Stars fans. Welcome back to I'm on Arena in Dubuque. We have the JV starting here in about 2.5 minutes. And the varsity following around 11 o'clock. Our junior varsity had another great win last night, 6-5. And as of this morning, they are still #1 in the league. They got 3 points up on the Capitals, and the Capitals are off today, so if we get 2 more points on them, put a little bit of distance, that'd be good. We are the only team undefeated in regulation. We only have 2 shootout losses. So having another good showing today. Looks like we're going to go back to Matthew Fisher in net this morning. Unfortunately, we will be without Leo Miller this morning. Still recovering from that hit that he took yesterday. He is up and about. He's up here talking with us this morning. So hopefully we can get him back soon. All right, 20 seconds left in warm-ups. And we'll get the pucks cleaned up and we'll get going. So before we start, a little update to our schedule. We will head back home after this game, and we have OJL in Omaha next Saturday night. Let me look up game times for you. Looks like we're going to play at 5 o'clock and 7 o'clock next Saturday night at Omaha. For those of you who can travel over, be good if we can fill the stands. It gets loud in there. Good I-80 rivalry. If we can get 2 wins on them, that'd be good. But yeah, next Saturday. So we are off after day until next Saturday. And then the weekend after that, we do another one of these 3-game road trips. We go to Cedar Rapids again on a Friday night, and then we head to Waterloo Saturday and Sunday. So got a lot of game action coming up in the next couple weeks. Starting to make that run at the end of the season, trying to line ourselves up for the state tournament. Like I said, as of right now, our JV's #1. Got a few points on the Capitals. We get 2 more today. That'd be great. All right, looks like we're going to start with forward line of Riker Noden, Cooper Willis, Cole Brown, with Trevor Broadfoot and Evan Clausen on the blue line, and Matthew Fisher in net. All right, Riker's going to take this first face-off of the game. All right, Dubuque wins that back to the defenseman. We're going to bring it up neutral zone. All right, Dubuque bringing it back behind the net, bring it up through neutral ice. Evan's there getting in there. The passing lane, Evan over to Trevor. Trevor's going to bring it up. Dubuque's going to get that in the neutral zone. Shot a net just to the wide of Matthew. All right, Evan's going to get that, take it back behind the net, going to bring it around. Get tied up by the Dubuque player. He's going to get it out to Cooper Willis. He's going to lose it to D. Good block by Riker. Dubuque's going to bring it back through neutral. Shot on Matthew. Trevor's going to get it up to Ethan. Ethan Rose King lines out. Oh, to Paul. Paul to Sam. Good shot. Got by the goalie. All right, so Sam Rose, Paul King, Ethan Nickel, with Thomas and Quevedo on the blue line. Paul gets that back to Thomas, just jumps over his stick, goes into the neutral zone, chases back and gets it. Ethan's there to help him. Dubuque's going to pick it up. Sam and Paul are going to bring it through the neutral zone, bring it into our zone. Paul tries to shoot, gets blocked. Good save over there by Jameson. Dubuque's going to pick that up. Sam's going to chase it back behind the net and give it out to Paul. Dubuque's going to put it out to the neutral zone. Jameson's going to put it back into our zone. Going to go back around the net. Paul King's there to play it. Dubuque gets it out of the zone again. Thomas is going to go gather. He's going to bring it into the zone himself. Dubuque gathers it behind the net. Puts it to the far corner. Looks like Cooper Peary's on the ice now. Jameson puts it back down in the corner. Ethan Nichols there. Dubuque's going to push it up the ice. Thomas is going to gather in the neutral zone. We're going to get it back in our zone. And Dubuque clears it for, and they're not going to call icing. Blaine's going to pick that up. Cooper Peary, Evan, Blaine and Cooper Peary, and Parker on the ice for the forwards. Blaine tried to center the puck, just got Evan shot on net. Defended off by their goalie. Dubuque's going to try to get that out of the zone. They couldn't quite. Now they do. Daryl gets it. Oh, sorry, that was Trevor. No, that is Daryl over there with Evan. Evan's going to go back and chase that puck. All right, Parker over to Blaine. Blaine's going to tip it into the zone. He's going to go chasing, get him behind the net. Dubuque's going to pick that up. Dubuque gets that out of the zone. Blaine dumps it back in, goes for a change. Cole Brown comes in. Riker, Cole, and Parker currently in there. Dubuque trying to clear the zone. Good keep by Daryl. Puts it back behind the net. Cooper Willis is there for it. Daryl gets it again, puts it over to Evan. Evan puts shot. It looks like this goalie's going to give up a few rebounds today, so the boys crush the net again, gets a few rebound goals that we did yesterday. Cooper Willis, Riker Noden, Cole Brown on the ice. Cooper gets it back into the zone. Cole's chasing it down to the corner, bringing it back behind the net. Cooper's going to go help him out. Get it out to Daryl. Good save by the goalie. All right, we're going to make a change. We're going to get the Paul King nickel line with Trevor and Jameson. .27 left in the first. Sam Rose is going to take this draw. He wins it back to Paul. Paul can't quite corral that puck. Dubuque's going to bring it back to neutral and into their zone. Just out of the reach of their player. Paul's going to pick that up. He's going to chip it up to Sam, who couldn't quite keep that. Trevor over to Jameson. Jameson up to Sam. Sam brings it into his zone. Couldn't quite get it over to Paul. Dubuque gets it out of the zone, brings it through neutral. Trevor picks up it again. Puts it to Ethan. Ethan just loses that off his stick. Good job, Trevor, picking it back up. Trevor put a shot on the goalie that almost bounced in. All right, we're going to get a draw to the right of the Dubuque goalie. Same set of 5. All right, Sam Rose is going to take this face off. All right, Dubuque picks that up, tries to clear it out. Trevor's there. Matthew plays that well. All right, Sam Rose bringing it through neutral. He's got Rose and King trying to hook up there. Dubuque bringing back through neutral. Good sticks by Trevor and Jameson there. Dubuque trying to centering. He kind of got in the way of that. Good block out front. Trevor bringing it up to Sam. Sam's got Ethan with him. That puck's going to go behind the net. We're going to go chasing. Dubuque's going to bring it back around the back of the net. Going to try to get set up. Go through neutral. Thomas gets it up to King. Gonna let Dubuque grab that. Dubuque settles it back, goes through neutral. Puts a shot wide right. Picks it up by Blaine. Blaine gets it out of the zone. Dubuque picks it up neutral. They dump it back in. Daryl and Thomas out there. Thomas gets it up to Parker. Couldn't quite keep that. Daryl over to Thomas. Thomas trying to play it here on the near boards. Gets it up to Blaine. Blaine to Peary. Peary to Parker. Parker's going to bring the zone. All right, we're going to get out to Thomas. Thomas is going to get a shot. So we had a good screen out in front. Daryl to Thomas. He's going to get in the zone. Dubuque's going to get it out of the zone. Daryl's going to gather it, going to try to get it up to Parker. They couldn't quite connect. Dubuque's going to bring it in the zone. Shot on Matthew. Good way to fight that shot off. Parker's going to bring it up the ice. He got into the zone, getting pushed down at the same time. Dubuque's going to try to clear it. They do. They get it out. Evans there to gather it up. Going to get it up to Perry. He's going to dump it in and go for a change. All right, we got the first line coming back out. Willis, Brown, Noden with Evan and Trevor. Cole Brown's going to get that, take it back in the zone. Jump it to Cooper Willis. Cooper up to Cole. Good job, Cole, battling in the corner. Riker's going to pick it up behind the net. So he's got a couple guys waiting in front. Job by Riker, getting them off the puck. Evan's going to take a shot. Soaked up by the goalie. 6:57 left in the first. Shots are 5-4 in favor of the Junior Stars. All right, we got that same forward line with Trevor and Evan on D. Riker's going to take the draw. Dubuque making some last minute changes. Okay, Riker's going to take this draw, wins it back to Trevor. Trevor's going to take a shot just high of the net. Comes down back in the corner. Dubuque gathers that up. Trevor's going to get it. Going to go to Evan. Just came out of the zone. Dubuque's going to grab that. And he's going to retreat and defend. And they're offsides. All right, 6:41 left in the first. All right, same five on the ice. Dubuque's going to get that face off. They're going to get it D to D. They're going to get through neutral. Going to dump it in behind the net. Evan's going to go get it. Evan's going to try to get it up to Cooper Willis. Couldn't quite get it there. Take it back around the net. Evan to Trevor. Trevor's trying to get it out of the zone. Shot on Matthew. Evan and Trevor are defending that behind the net. Cole couldn't quite keep. Trevor using body, get him off the puck over there. Good job by Evan. Little altercation behind the net. Trevor Broadfoot's going to go to the box. 2 minutes for cross-checking. So your Junior Stars is going to be on the penalty kill. All right, looks like we're going to have Cooper Peary, Isaac Parker, Thomas, and Quevedo on our PK. Cooper ties that up. Dubuque gets it, takes it out to their defenseman. Circles around, sees what options are. Tries to go far corner, didn't connect. Pick that up, gets blocked. Oh, broken stick. We get it out of the zone. Cooper Peary's going, streaking down to the puck. Right, Dubuque bring it back through neutral. Dump it back, couldn't connect with their guy. They pick it back up. Go behind the net. Thomas is there to defend that. They're battling there in the corner. Parker's there to help. All right, good job by Parker to get that cleared out. They're going to go for a change. Looks like Sam Rose and Paul King are coming on for the PK with Jamison and Thomas. Dubuque goes D to D, going to get it into their zone. Paul's there to defend that in the corner. Dubuque gets that, gets it back out to the D. They go D to D on the blue line. Get a shot, not on net. Paul clears it. 30 seconds left in the PK. Dubuque goalie will gather that behind their net. Kind of tumbles, getting back in net. Right, Dubuque's going to come down. They have 17 seconds left in their power play. They're going to get in the zone. Let's see what kind of options they have. They're going to get up to their D. Good job by Paul. All right, gets it up to Sam. Sam's got a breakaway. Oh, just missed it to the right. All right, we are full strength. We have Cole Brown, King, and Rose on the ice. Sam Rose is going to bring it back into the zone. He's got Cole Brown in front. Couldn't quite connect, and we are doing a D change. Dubuque gets it out of the zone. They bring it through neutral. Good stick there by Evan. Evan's battling in the corner for the puck. Riker's there to help. Oh, Sam Rose is going to bring it up the net, up the ice. Going to go over to Cole Brown. Dubuque's going to gather that up. Klaus takes a shot wide of the net, but getting that puck back in play. Sam Rose. Oh, and it's in. Good job by Cole Brown. Got to keep shooting and putting pucks on net. They're going to fall. All right, 3:03 left in the first. Your Junior Stars are up 1-0. All right, we have Noden, Willis, Brown, Clausen, and Daryl on the ice. We got music going for a little bit. Daryl, Dubuque chasing. Daryl to Evan. Evan's gonna get that, and Dubuque is off. All right, Riker, Cole, Cooper with Thomas and Jameson. Right, Dubuque picks that up, brings it through neutral. Right, they're gonna bring it out. You're gonna try to pass it across. No one was home. Get it back out to their D. Good job by Riker there. Turnaround shot. Matthew got that. Cooper Willis got it up to Jameson. Jameson's gonna bring it into the zone. Over to Riker. Riker's gonna put a couple shots on net. Jameson's gonna shoot from the blue line. And all right. Not sure who they're gonna give that to, if it's gonna be Riker or Cole. We'll see. The first goal for Cole Brown, they gave the assist to Sam Rose and Riker Noden. We'll see who they give this one to. Looks like Riker's going through the line first. All those forwards were involved in that play. That was good. 1:51 left in the first. Your Junior Stars are up 2-0. Shots are 9-6 in favor of the Stars. Cooper Peary, Isaac Parker, and Blaine Dixon with Thomas and Jameson Quevedo. Isaac Parker just couldn't quite connect with that puck to get the pass. All right, they did give that goal to Riker with an assist with Jameson Quevedo. They might have given a second one, I'll let you know. Blaine Dixon battling there in the corner. He's going to take it back out to Jameson, who's going to put that on net. Good shot by Peary. They had bodies in front, could have gotten a tip. All right. Our defensive pairing is going to trade out. We're going to have Evan Evan and Daryl come in. Cooper Perry's going to take this draw. Get that back to Evan. Evan tries to put it on net. Dubuque got in front of that shot. Evan, good back check. Oh, good job by Matthew sticking with that puck. That was bouncing on him. Parker's going to send it up to Blaine Dixon. Blaine Dixon's going to battle there in the corner. He's going to get it. Got a couple guys in front. Good job finding him. There we go. Oh, puck's loose. Oh, we had an open net. Dubuque's going to put it back around back of the net. And go pick that up. They're going to try to get out of the zone. Daryl keeps it in. Good hustle by Cooper Perry for keeping that puck in. He's going to go for a change. Ethan Nickel is going to come out with Sam Rose. Sam Rose just got that puck. Oh, just wide right of the net. Ethan Nickel's going to pick that up. Ethan tried to put that up to Paul. Good job by Daryl keeping that in. Paul's corralling that puck. Oh, Ethan had one good one-timer. That goalie was right on it. All right, end of the first. Junior Stars are up 2-0. Shots are 13-7 in favor of your Stars. Get a short 1-minute break. All right, so Cole Brown and Riker Noden both have goals this period. On Rikers, they gave Quevedo and Willis both assists on that. All right, for the second period, it looks like we're going to start with the Rose King nickel line. Matthew Fisher still in net. Coming out with Daryl and Thomas on D. Right, Sam's going to take the first face-off of this period. He's going to win it back to Thomas. Tom's going to circle around, try to hook up with Ethan. Couldn't quite hit him. Dubuque's going to pick that up, bring it back there around their net. He's going to dump it back. Sam Rose is there. He's battling to get that puck. Paul King is going to tip it up to Thomas. They're going to not quite keep it in the zone. Dubuque's going to gather that up, bring it through neutral. Joe's going to hustle back and pick that up. Take it over to Thomas. Thomas just loses it to Dubuque. Sam Rose picks it up. Gets it over to Ethan Nickel. Ethan Nickel's going to bring in the zone. Looking to try to center Paul King, just couldn't quite get it under control. All right, Dubuque's going to pick up that puck. They're going to get out of the zone. Paul just couldn't quite get the bouncing puck. Right, we have Cooper Willis and Cole Brown on the ice with Riker Noden. They're going to try to get into these passing lanes again. Cole Brown, good job trying to center it up. And Dubuque gets it out and ices it. So actually we'll come back down into our offensive zone. We're going to have Trevor Broadfoot and Evan Clausen come out on D with the same Riker, Noden, Cole Brown, Cooper Willis line. Okay, Riker wins that back to Trevor. Trevor, nice strong shot. Goalie got that one. That was a good win in the face-off dot by Riker. Right, now we're going to come to the goalie's right. Same setup. Riker's going to try to win that over to Cole. Good job by Trevor keeping it in. Now Dubuque gets it out. Trevor's going to see who we got. He's going to get over to Cooper Willis. Cooper Willis going to bring the zone. Got blocked by Dubuque. Riker battling. Good try by Cole Brown centering it to Cooper Willis. Riker known is going to put a sharp angle shot on the net. Dubuque's going to pick that up. Cole Brown is going to feed it out front. Riker got knocked down before he could get a shot at that goal. Riker known is going to feed it out to Trevor. Trevor's going to take a shot. A lot of traffic out front. Goalie, I don't think, saw that, just kind of reacted. Dubuque's going to put it in their zone. Trevor's going to go pick that up. He's going to put that up to Cole Brown. Right, Dubuque's trying to get it out of the zone. But he's doing a good job. Evan's going to pick that up. Going to get back over to Trevor. Trevor's going to put in the zone to Riker. Dubuque's going to gather that behind the net. Cole Brown's going to tip that back. See if Cooper Willis can get it. Or sorry, Cooper Peary's out there. Good job by Trevor getting that puck stopped. Parker's there to help him. Gets it out. Cooper Peary. Cooper Peary's going to circle back around, give it back to Trevor. Trevor over to Evan. Evan's going to put a shot in. Just got tipped out front. Cooper Peary's going to pick it up again. Back out to Trevor. Back down to Peary. Peary up to Trevor. Over to Evan. Evan could just quite keep it in the zone. He's going to gather it up. Get it up to Parker. He's going to bring the zone. Good job by Parker to keep that in. Parker to Blaine Dixon. Just couldn't quite connect on that. And Dubuque gets a clear. And didn't quite go far enough for icing. Trevor's going to pick that up. He's going to bring it up to Blaine. Blaine gets it over to Parker. They get in the zone. Parker's going to put a shot on net. The goalie fended that one off. Cooper Peary and Blaine Dixon battling there in the corner. There we go. Now we have whistle. 11:13 left in the second. Your Junior Stars are up 2-0. Shots are also in our favor, 16-7. Right, we're going to stay with Cooper Peary, Blaine Dixon, Parker, Daryl, and Jameson. Cooper Peary wins it back to Jameson. Jameson's shot blocked out front. Oh, Blaine had a good rebound shot, just wide. Dubuque's going to pick that up, try to clear it out of the zone. Good try by Jameson. Right, they got a mini breakaway here. Shot on Matthew, just wide. Blaine's going to pick that up. He's going to get it up to Parker. Parker had that pass deflected. He's trying to get over to Cooper Peary. Dubuque gets that into their zone. Cooper Peary's tracking him down. Cooper Peary gets that. He's going to bring it up. Get a pass to Blaine. Blaine's going to try to get in zone. Dumps it in. And we had a change. Ethan Nickel and Sam Rose are now out on the ice. Sam Rose, good shot. That rebound let out by the goalie. Back to Daryl. Daryl's going to take it down to Sam Rose. Ethan Nickel's going to try to track that down over here. Dubuque picks that up. Jameson's going to push them to the corner. We're going to pick that up and get it over to Ethan Nickel. Ethan Nickel just couldn't quite handle that. Shot on the outside of the goal. And we have a scrum. Somebody got pushed into the net, and somebody was defending it. I think Ethan Nickel's going to go to the box. looks like Ethan's being kicked out. Not sure. I will let you know when I get the scores. Two refs are conferring here, but looks like Ethan's out. I thought it was Ethan that got pushed into the net by Dubuque player, but I could have seen that incorrectly. All right, they're going to get the third ref into the discussion, see what he saw. All right, our boy's going to go over to the bench while they get this all sorted out. All right, they're still getting sorted out. The teams are at their benches until the refs can figure out what's going on, kind of figure out the penalties. All we know is that Ethan Nichols has been sent off the ice. All right, they're gonna go and explain it to Coach Eric. All right, we'll keep refreshing our refreshing the stats until they get that posted. Looks like Ethan got a 5-minute major for fighting. So we'll be on a 5-minute penalty kill. Which, unfortunately, if that's a 5-minute major for fighting, we'll be without Ethan for the varsity game. Oh, sorry, Ethan got head contact in a game misconduct. So I do believe that means he's out for the varsity game. And Blaine Dixon's going to come serve his 5-minute. With it being a 5-minute, Dubuque has all 5 minutes of power play time. So we need to defend this off for 5 minutes. Right. Sam Rose winning that. Dubuque bringing it back to their blue line. The defensemen seeing what they have. Getting it down low. Good job by Vado getting in there. Couldn't quite get it out. Sam Rose is there. Again, couldn't quite get it out. Dubuque's gonna get it down. Shot left in the net. Daryl's gonna not quite get it out. Finally, Paul gets it out of the zone. Dubuque's gonna bring it back, put a shot on Matthew. That was a good block by Matthew. And we clear the zone. Again, with it being the second period, it's a long change, so we need to get a good far dump if we're going to get a line change in this 5 minutes. They're trying to center their back door. Couldn't quite get it. Quevedo's battling forward on the far corner. They're going to take it across to their D. D's going to put a shot on. Matthew's going to hold it. All right, 8:40 left in the second. Dubuque has 3:48 in their power play. It was a 5-minute head contact on Ethan Nickel. So Dubuque does get the full 5 minutes power play. All right, looks like we have Trevor, Evan, Riker, and Cooper Willis. Trevor's tying up that puck on the corner wall. That's good, just taking some time off the clock. They're battling there in the corner. Evans joined them. Good job. Dubuque comes away with it. They get it out front. They get it up top. He's going to look. He's going to bring it over to his partner over here. Went wide left of the net and not quite far enough. Dubuque gets it back into their zone. He said we need to get a far dump so we can get some tired players off the ice. All right, Dubuque brings it back into the zone. Good job, Riker, getting his into those passing lanes. Good job, Riker. Keep pushing him back. All right, Trevor, Evan, Cooper, Riker on the PK. 2:50 left in Dubuque's power play. Dubuque bringing it with speed through the neutral zone, get it into the zone, and they're off. Right, 7:35 left in the second. Your Stars are up 2-0. Dubuque is on an extended power play. They have 2:43 left. We have Cooper Peary, Isaac Parker, Trevor, and Evan. Trevor gets that back behind the net. He just needs to get a good long clear. Good job. We were able to change out our forwards on that last whistle, which was good. Dubuque picks it up behind their net. They're going to get their power play set up. All right, Dubuque's bringing it through neutral, gain the zone. It's going to hold up, pass up to the defenseman. They're going to switch it up. Good job getting that cleared. Job with Peary and Parker. Dubuque's going to pick it up behind their net. Bring it through their neutral. There we go. They bring it back, circle the net. Evans there. They bring it up to top. Parker's defending on that far side. Bring it back up top. Got 1:43 left in the extended power play. All right, Dubuque takes it back below the goal line. Evan was there, putting body. Trevor tries to get it out and does. Cooper Peary's there chasing. Gets it all the way down. Ties that puck up. Say wasting time. That's a good job. Pierce just sitting on the puck. 1:17 left in the extended power play. Dubuque's going to take it, gain the zone. We got Cole Brown and Sam Rose out there in the PK. Dubuque's trying to set up their back door. Wasn't there. It was wide right of the net. And thought maybe they're going to get Thomas for a trip. That's good. All right, and we get that back out. Cole's got a battle here on the close board. 42 seconds left in the power play. Dubuque's going to circle around the net. Going to try to get a shot. They have someone sit back door. Couldn't quite get that cleared far enough. And they pick it up at the blue line. 27 seconds left. Dubuque's going to try to hit their back door person. Couldn't quite corral the puck. Cole Brown doing a good job there. All right, that deflected up into the net. They get it back. Go behind their net. 4 seconds left. We're going to kill off that 5-minute power play. Good job, boys. Blaine Dixon's back out of the box. He was serving that 5-minute for Ethan. Sam's down there. Dubuque's going to grab that puck behind the net. Jameson Cueto's going to pick it up. Blaine Dixon's going to dump it down. Cole Brown's there. Couldn't quite get connected. Jameson's going to dump that down behind the net. Sam Rose is going to pick it up. Sam was trying to feed it out to Thomas, just couldn't quite get it there. Dubuque gets it out to neutral. Jameson's going to pick it up. Going to bring it in the zone. Jameson's going to take a shot. Blocked out in front. He got his own rebound, and he's going to get tripped up. We're going to go on a power play. Cole Brown took exception to that, sticking up for his teammate. Right, 4:09 left in the second. We're going to have a 2-minute power play. Number 40 is going to go to the box for a hook. All right, we have Cooper Peary, Riker Noden, Trevor, Evan, and Cooper Willis. Trevor's going to take that down to Riker. I'm going to try to pass across. Trevor's going to go pick that up. Trevor's going to take it behind the net. Trevor just mishandled that. That's okay. He's going to get back, block that shot. Dubuque's going to pick it up. Okay, we're going to settle it back. Trevor's going to pick that up. And we are going to have Matthew Fisher go to the bench. We have a delayed penalty. Evan's going to settle that back. So we have a 2-man advantage right now. Riker's going to take it to Evan. Evan to Peary to Broadfoot. Broadfoot's going to put in the zone. Cooper Willis is just going to lose it to Dubuque. So we are going to be on a 2-man advantage for 59 seconds. Number 4 is going to go to the box. And it looks like they're going to give them head contact. So that's going to be a 2 and 10. So number 4 is going to get a 2 and 10 for head contact. They're going to bring another one to the box. We'll be on a 2-man advantage for 59 seconds. Great if we get 2 right here during this extended power play. Right, Dubuque did get a clear. 55 seconds left in the 2-man advantage. Daryl's going to pick it up behind the net. He'll settle it down, see what he's got, bring it up. He's going to give it to Jameson. Jameson's going to bring it with speed into the zone. To Sam Rose, to Cole Brown. Cole Brown's going to go out to Daryl. Daryl to Paul. Paul's playing the other defensive position. Right, it's covered for Jameson. Now James is going to go back to the blue line. Daryl's got it. He's going to see what he could do. He's going to circle to Jameson. James is going to take a shot. Just wide right. Cole Brown is in front. Couldn't quite get that puck corralled. All right, we have 1:01 left. 1-man advantage. Right, Jameson's going to bring it through neutral with speed. Jameson to Cole Brown. Cole Brown's going to take a shot. Fended off by the goalie. Right, Dubuque's going to get out to neutral. Darrow's going to give it back to Cole. Cole's going to bring it to the zone. Going to switch directions. Dubuque finally gets him off that puck. They're going to battle there in the corner. And Dubuque's going to get a clear. 25 seconds left in the power play. 1:30 left in the period. Thomas is going to bring that through neutral. Paul's going to pick that up. Daryl's going to pick that up. Over to Thomas. Thomas to Daryl. Daryl's going to bring in the zone. He's going to put a shot on net. So we got some rebounds. All right, Dubuque is at full strength. All right, Cole Brown. Oh, couldn't quite corral that puck. All right, Peary, Parker, Cole Brown are out there. Oh, Cole tried to center it to Parker. Couldn't quite corral it. Thomas is going to put it back in the zone. We got to get on sides. There we go. Cooper Perry's going to pick that up. Try to feed it up to Parker. Dubuque clears it, and it's icing. 33 seconds left in the second. Your Junior Stars are up 2-0. Too bad we couldn't capitalize on that two-man advantage. Right, Cooper Peary, Trevor, Thomas, Dixon, and Parker on the ice. Bouncing puck. Blaine's going to go chase there in the corner. Trevor's going to keep that in. Good battle there on the blue line by Trevor. Picked up by Blaine. Right, Dubuque finally gets it out. Peary's going to get it over to Thomas. Thomas is going to put it in the zone. Parker's going to go chase that in the corner. Blaine and Thomas behind the net. Dubuque's going to bring it out. Cooper Peary's there, and that's the end of the second. All right, the end of 2. Your Stars are up 2-0. Shots are 22-10 in favor of the Stars. We'll be back after the ice cut. All right, we're about ready to start the third period of the JV game. We are currently up 2-0. Just to catch you up on the scoring, first period, Riker Noden and Cole Brown each got a goal. And then, unfortunately, in the second period, Ethan Nickel got a 5 and 10, so he'll be out until next weekend. The boys are out shooting the Saints 22-10. All right, looks like we're going to have the Noden, Willis, Brown line with Trevor and Evan on D. Matthew Fisher still in net. Right, there, number 4 is sitting the rest of his 2 and 10 penalty. All right, Riker's going to take this draw. Picked up by Dubuque. Trevor battling for that puck there in front of our bench. Picked it up by Cole Brown. Trevor's going to pick it up. Good job by Trevor sticking with that puck. He's going to dump it into the zone. Dubuque's going to bring it out through neutral with some speed. Met there by Evan Clausen. Riker's going to pick that up. Trevor tried to get it forward to Cole Brown, couldn't quite. We cleared it out. Dubuque had to retreat a little bit because they were still in the zone. Dubuque getting across. We're getting in those passing lanes again today. That's good. Evan's going to get up to Cooper. Dubuque is off. They're good, so we're going to bring it forward. Evan's going to bring that through traffic. Evan's going to dump into the zone. Behind the net. Dubuque's going to bring it back through. Thomas is going to pick that up. Dubuque's going to bring it back through neutral. They're going to push on Matthew. Evan, good job staying in control there with the puck. Dubuque scored, point blank shot. Just got in behind our defense and put a good shot in on Matthew. It's now 2-1 Saints, 13:32 left in the third. Shots 22-12. Right, Cooper Perry taking the draw, getting back to Thomas. Thomas up to Parker, couldn't quite corral that. Thomas gets it back up to Parker. Perry's going to put it in the zone. Perry's going to gather that back. Going to put it back to Thomas. Thomas over to Daryl. Daryl's going to put it up to Blaine. And Dubuque's going to pick that up in the neutral zone. Going to bring it in. Good stick by Thomas there. Tried to clear it out of the corner. Couldn't quite get that. Blaine's couldn't quite corral that pass. And icing. All right, 12:53 left in the third. Going to have a draw to the right of Matthew Fisher. Looks like Sam Rose, Paul King, and Cooper Willis are out. Cooper Willis is going to put a shot on net. Goalie just decides to keep that. We'll get another draw. Be to the goalie's left, Sam Rose, Paul King, Cooper Willis, Thomas, and Daryl. Sam wins that back to Thomas. Thomas is going to get it up to Paul. Sam's going to pick that behind the net. Leaves it out front to Cooper. Couldn't quite connect on that. Dubuque's going to bring it through neutral. Good stick by Daryl there. Sam's going to bring up through. Usually he's got Paul coming at the net. Oh, just couldn't quite put it on his forehand, and someone slid into the net. All right, 12-18 left in the third. Have a draw to the goalie's right. Looks like Rose, King, Willis with Daryl and Thomas. Dubuque's bringing it through into their zone. Coming in with some speed. Matthew, good job keeping on that puck, and he covers up in front. All right, everyone's skating away unscathed. All right, Riker Noden, Blaine Dixon. Parker, Quevedo, and Broadfoot. Dubuque figuring out their play over here, setting up their guys. All right, Riker wins that over to Parker. Parker up to Riker, had two guys on him. Dubuque's gonna take a shot, just wide left. Ooh, that bounced back up on the boards. Jameson's clearing him out from Matthew. All right, same set of five are gonna stay. All right, Riker's gonna take this face off. Trevor tries to sneak in with the Dubuque guy. All right, Riker won that forward, and that was picked up by Dubuque. Dubuque's gonna pick it up. Blaine Dixon giving chase. Dubuque bringing it through neutral. Quevedo getting in that passing lane. Riker Noden picked it up. Back to Riker. Couldn't quite settle. Isaac Parker's going to pick it up. Going to bring it into the zone. He's going to dump it in. Blaine Dixon's going to go after it. Over there in the corner. Isaac Parker's going to pick it up. Give it a shot. Just too far high. All right, Broadfoot couldn't quite keep it in, but dumped it back in, and Riker put it in stands. 11:01 left in the third. Junior Stars up 2-1. Right, Rose, King, Willis line with Evan and Daryl. Dubuque's gonna bring it into their zone. Stop, change direction. Gonna leave it for D. Willis picked that up. Gonna bring it into the zone. Oh, and Paul was just a little bit in front of him. All right. Rose, King, Willis, Evan, Daryl. All right. Sam Rose pushes it forward. Gets it to Dubuque. Dubuque's gonna bring it through neutral. They have two. Number 20s try to get around Daryl. We pick it up. Well, we got Cooper Willis coming with Paul King. And Paul again was just a little bit ahead. Paul's just jumping into the zone just a little bit in front of the puck. All right, we're gonna go again. Oh, we're going to switch up the lines. We're going to go Cooper Peary, Blaine Dixon, Parker. All right, Cooper wins that back to Evan. Evan's going to dump it in the zone. We're going to go chase. Blaine Dixon's going to go to the corner. Good job battling for that puck right there. Comes out with it. Thought maybe he's going to get a shot on goal. Cooper Peary going to go to the corner. Good stick lift. Gonna get a shot on goal. That was tipped out in front by Parker. Ryland in the corner here. Evan keeps it in. Evan up to Peary. Peary's going to dump it down. Parker's going to go chase for it. He's going to send it up to Daryl. Daryl's going to put shot just a little bit high. Evan's going to come up with the shot that goes wide right. Dubuque's going to pick that up. Cooper Perry's going to keep that in. Parker tried to turn that around and just got stripped by Dubuque. Dubuque's going to take that behind the net, try to get something set up. Daryl's going to keep that in, put it towards the net. All right, Blaine Dix is going to come over here, battle for the puck. Evan's going to defend. Daryl's going to go over, pick it up, put it back in neutral. Isaac Parker's going to pick it up in front of their bench. We're going to go for a change. Riker Nona's going to come in for Cooper Peary. Good little shoulder by Riker, getting him off the puck. Blaine trying to get up to Parker. It was offsides Dubuque. .902 left in the third. Junior Stars hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Riker's going to take this draw. Right, gets it back to Trevor Broadfoot. Broadfoot's going to put it up to Thomas. Riker's going in the zone. Allen right here in front of the bench. Good job, Cole Brown, using his body to get that kid off the puck. Dubuque comes up with it. Good block by Trevor in front. James Perfetto picks it up. Goes back up to their D. Scrum there right there in front of the bench. Dubuque comes out with it. Shot, stopped by Matthew Fisher. All right, Thomas, Riker, Cole, Jamison, and Trevor. Riker takes that face off, gets it up to Thomas. Thomas and Riker go into the zone. Thomas gonna try to chip it in, puts it on net, gets stopped by the goalie. Right, looks like we have Rose, Willis, King coming on with Evan and Daryl. Right, Sam Rose going to take this draw. Dubuque's going to bring it through neutral. They retreat, get it set back up, bring it up through neutral. Paul was right there. Almost got that pass. Evan's tracking that kid down to the corner. Good job by Evan. Good battle there in the corner. Cooper Willis is with him. Sam Rose is helping. Cooper Willis comes away with it. Gets it. Tries getting over to Rose or King. Couldn't quite connect. Evan right there defending in front. Good job by Evan to get that puck up the boards. Good job by Evan. Dubuque's offsides. Now they're good. We can gather the puck. Evan is getting that puck. Going to bring it up to Paul. Paul's going to bring it through neutral. Up to Cooper Willis. Cooper's going to go chase behind the net. Dubuque changing directions. Good job by Sam Rose picking that up. Good shot. Rebound. Good keep by Evan here at the blue line. He shot, block. Dubuque's going to come through neutral. Daryl's back to defend. Good shot. Seen all the way by Matthew. All right, 6:58 left in the third. Your Junior Stars are up 2-1. Looks like we have Broadfoot and Quevedo back out on D. We have Cooper Peary, Isaac Parker, and Blaine Dixon on the forward line. Cooper Peary wins that back. Jameson picks it up, chips it up the boards, couldn't quite get it, blocked by Cooper. Jameson picks it up behind the net, sends it over to Trevor. Trevor up to Blaine. Cooper Peary picks it up, brings it up the ice, gets it to Parker. Parker brings it into the zone. going to put shot, but just goes wide. Cooper Perry's going to pick that up, gets it out to Trevor. Gets it into the skates of the ref. Cooper Perry's going to chip that up to himself in the corner. Good job by Cooper keeping that puck under control in the corner. Dubuque finally strips him of it. Comes through neutral. No icing. Trevor's going to pick it up behind the net. Going to get it up to Blaine. Blaine's got it tied up in his skates. Isaac Parker's going to bring it up. Cooper's going to go off for a change. Riker Noden's going to come on. Dubuque brings it through. Slap shot. Matthew saw that. Riker laid the body on that kid. Riker and Parker battling here on the near boards. See who can come away with it. Sends it over to Blaine. Blaine's going to chip it into the zone. Dubuque's going to pick that up before it hits the red line. Dubuque through neutral. Jamison there to defend. Matthew's going to cover it up. 5:32 left. Junior Stars up 2-1. Shots 26-20 in favor of your Stars. The Dubuque number 4 has concluded his 10-minute misconduct. Right, Riker, Thomas, Evan. Daryl and Cole on the ice. Evan's going to take it around the back. Cole's going to let that go between his legs. Dubuque's going to pick it up. He's going to tip it out in front. Going to try to get it out. Riker just tipped into himself. Good job by Riker sticking with it. Thomas is going to get it. Couldn't quite get it cleared back. Riker's going to go for a change. Sam Rose is going to come out. Dubuque's going to bring it up, and they score. All right, 5:01 left in the third. The Dubuque Saints just tied it up 2-2. All right, Rose, Willis, King, Trevor, and Evan on the blue line.
Goal for the Dubuque Saints at 5:01 left in the third. Number 21,
all right, Dubuque's going to get that face off. Paul and Willis fighting for it there in the zone. Got good pressure going on. Evan picks it up, gets it out. Sam's battling, Paul's battling here on the near boards. Paul's good stick lift. Evan's gonna get it behind the net. Good job by Evan. Good job by Evan sticking with it. He's gonna bring it up. Evan's gonna bring it through the zone with speed. He's gonna get it up to Paul. Paul's gonna get in the zone. Try to get it over to Cooper Willis. And Dubuque's on a mini breakaway. Both of them crashed to the boards. They're both okay. They're coming up. Paul's going to come up. He's got Willis and Sam coming with him. Just too many Dubuque sticks in the way. Sam's going to pick it up. Cooper Willis is going to battle behind the net. So Dubuque's going to bring it up 2-on-1. Just a little high of the net. Cooper Willis and Sam. Jameson Quevedo is going to pick it up behind the net. James is going to get it up to Paul. And we're offsides. .337 left in the third. Cooper Perry, Blaine Dixon, Isaac Parker, Quevedo, and Daryl. All right, Jameson put it in the zone. Isaac Parker's there, battling along the boards. Perry picks it up. Blaine was trying to set himself up in front, just got taken down by the Dubuque. Got hustled by Parker. Way to fend that off. Matthew Fisher in net. Right, we're gonna take it back behind the net. Blaine Dixon's gonna bring that up. See if he can settle the puck, get it into the zone. Cooper Perry and Blaine Dixon here battling in the zone. Cooper Perry's gonna pick it up. See if we can get someone set in front of the net. Blaine's there with him. Got Isaac Parker in front. You got Daryl. Dubuque's got broken stick. All right, Dixon bringing it up with speed. Broadfoot to Riker. Riker into the zone. Good job by Riker to defend that. We got backdoor. Just too many sticks in the way. Dubuque coming back with speed. Trevor just couldn't quite get that. Good job by Evan. Evan took it to Riker. Riker to Thomas. Thomas gonna bring it in the zone. Blocked shot. Good job by Riker battling there in the corner. Trevor had a good shot, just wide of the net. Thomas is gonna get a shot. Cole Brown. Gotta get some passes or shots off pads so we can get a rebound. And set it up. Over to Evan. Oh, good job, Evan. Right, we're gonna need to keep battling in our end. 1:13 left in the game. Evan's gonna gather that puck. Kept it in. Trevor's gonna get it. Not quite, and they clear it out. And is gonna go for icing. Okay, 58.4 left in the game. Tied 2-2. Sam Rose, Paul King, Cooper Willis, Evan and Trevor. Dubuque picks up that face-off. Evan's gonna settle it down in neutral. Gonna kick it back. Unfortunately, the Dubuque kid picked it up. Good job by Evan. Dubuque's gonna bring it to the zone. Evan was there to defend. Evan being strong on the boards. All right, here we go. Cooper Willis, Paul King. Dubuque's gonna bring it through neutral. Good defending by Trevor. Evan's gonna bring it behind the net. Cooper Willis is gonna bring it in. 15 seconds. We need to get a shot. Yes! Cooper Willis sneaks it in 5-hole. Good job, Cooper. Way to stick with it, Cooper Willis. 9.1 seconds left in the third. Cooper puts us up 3-2. Good battle by that line down on that end. Right, 9.1 seconds left. Cooper Peary, Riker Noden, Evan, Trevor, and Cole Brown. Don't let him get a last second push and we'll be good. All right, there we go. Good job, Stars. All right, the Junior Stars stay undefeated in regulation, stay at the top of the league. As of today, we're going to be 5 points up on the Capitals. Capitals are off today. Our JV will be in action again next Saturday evening at Omaha at 5 o'clock. Matthew Fisher did great in net today. Saw a lot of good shots and defended them off. All right, handshake line. We're going to have the ice cut, warm up, and we'll be back for varsity.